final video in my series of sketchbooks that I've done throughout my life, pretty much. And this sketchbook is actually one that I did junior year. And junior year, just to let you guys know, I was very depressed my junior year of high school. Had a lot of problems with other people, and I was very depressed. So the whole book is not extremely depressing or anything like that, but I just wanted you guys to like be filled in a little bit because it is a little bit different than my freshman year book. I was extremely happy freshman year, and then things started changing, and so my art started to change too. Alright, let's get into this. My front cover for this book, you know, I'm doing this for class and everything. We had to decorate it again, and so of course I did like some glittery lettering. Oh, shiny, shiny. And there's a little fairy right here, and dragon, and it's trying to outdo my previous book cover and stuff like that. So again, it started with like we had to do like a front page and talk a little bit about ourselves and blah blah blah. So I drew my name. It says this is Heather's art book in like flowery letters. And then, you know, I have some pictures of myself. And then I just cut out hearts. And I remember the teacher kind of got irritated because it wasn't really a creative way of doing it wasn't really a creative way of cutting out the shapes. Sorry about that one. But I was getting sick of doing color wheels, man. I was having it. I was done with doing all these colors. So again, we had more little color swatches, and I was so irritated doing these because we had to do it in, we didn't use acrylic, we used tempera, and I freaking hate tempera paint. Like, no. Don't give me tempera paint. That is the stuff that you give little kindergartners things because it washes off and it's just, blech. No. Never going to do a tutorial in tempera paint. That's never going to happen. So we had to draw a shoe, and we had to draw a hat. And so I drew my dad's like Shimano hat or whatever, and these were like my little heels. Drew those. And then this is like random, like we had to draw stuff on the floor, so I have a bra. What was I thinking? Like I drew a bra. I don't know. Sometimes I go back and think, what was I doing? And then I drew, these aren't really good. I know, like, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, some of this stuff for this class, like we had an assignment that was due every week or something. I don't remember if it was like on a Monday, but I totally like half-assed some of these assignments. So that was called a quickie. This is a drawing of a girl that I knew and a little flower. Her name was Stephanie, that's right, I remember her name now. Totally like flipped. This is wine because even at a young age I was just like couldn't wait to get my hands on a glass of wine. And I actually really like this drawing. This was one of my better drawings for the sketchbook. I used colored pencil and Prismacolor pencils, and it's just like a little glass of something. I don't know why, but I was actually really frustrated that we had like assignments of like what to draw. Like we had like 3 options, and I was like, no, I want to like do my own thing. I was like really weird about that in high school. I was just like, don't tell me what to draw. Like I'm gonna draw my own thing, and it'll be all fine, and I'll make it all cool. But some of the assignments I just really was like, ugh. This was an assignment that I was totally like, ugh, on, and we had to draw like a pattern, and of course, like I didn't even finish it. I was obsessed with this group when I was my junior, because this is a whole junior year book. They're called Mindless Self-Indulgence, so we had to draw an artist. And I was excited about this one because I love drawing people. That's what I like drawing. So I drew him, Jimmy. I drew Jimmy. And I have to admit, I had a little bit of a crush on Jimmy. This is like a little monarch. That's not a monarch. That's like that little, it's technically a moth, I think, but there's so many of them in California, like fluttering all over the place. And, like, I didn't go all crazy in my sketchbook and draw a whole bunch of depressing stuff, but there is like slightly, because I mean, I didn't want to show all of my like sadness and stuff, but I did do a few drawings like that. So don't know if I found this picture, if I like just kind of came up with it, but it's still, I remember not my art teacher, but it was like my English teacher who I really liked. She looked at this picture and she's like, what is this? Because she wanted to look through my sketchbook. It's kind of funny. I did like an angry Jack in the Box which I think is really interesting. This next piece is really personal to me. I was in theater class and I had a lot of really bad experiences there. Ever since I was young, I was really into theater. Like I was always in every play and stuff like that. And in junior year, like in high school, like I kind of wasn't involved in like theater too much. And junior year I got into it. And the kids in that class were really mean to me. And I drew this picture. I remember I was in the class and I was doodling and I drew this picture, and that's supposed to be me. And what does it say? It says, all alone in a room full of people. I felt extremely excluded and still have some pretty potent memories of that class. So I drew a pineapple. On a happier note, I drew a pineapple, and I actually really like the way this was turning out. This was done in, what do you call those? Ooh, oil pastels. Oil pastels. I really like the way that was turning out. Did another like kind of angsty drawing. It says pain, and it has like these little, didn't finish that one. My brother had a folder and I basically just copied the whole picture. Like I tried my best to make it look exactly like Garfield. And this is another picture I found, and it was like a pop art little assignment or something. This is one of my better drawings for this class. I got to get all of my frustration out on the paper. So this is like an assignment where we had to do an alien invasion or apocalypse or something. And, you know, I really got into it. I didn't copy this one from a photo. I definitely looked up images to get inspiration. But this is what I came up with. There's like this poor girl trapped in some vial. This is all going crazy. And then, like, I really like the way the eyes look all spooky, too. That was one of my favorite drawings in that class. I really like this page in my book. I cut out a whole bunch of doodles that I did of little flowers that had all of these, like, little crazy designs within them. That was probably another one of my really favorite things. This is my best friend, Michelle. Looking all pretty and stuff during the MySpace era. This was Tyler. I had a huge crush on Tyler. And yeah, this little drawing of him. I really like that drawing still. I worked really hard on that. This kind of describes my emotions that I went through during high school. Definitely like this happy but sad, and it's just a mixture of really strange experiences. This is supposed to be like, I was dating this guy, and that was supposed to be like his hands and like my hands making a little like heart-shaped thing. And I thought it was so original at the time too. I mean, like, I guess like it was in my own head, but you know, like other people come up with the same stuff. This cat was my buddy, man. It passed away, but I had it since I was 5. I loved that cat. It was my best friend. I remember when I was in like 1st or 2nd grade, we were supposed to write like a letter or something to somebody that was actually a person, but I wrote it to my cat, and I ended up getting a bad grade on that assignment. It's like a common theme. I was very loyal to my kitty cats. So that's more pictures from a magazine. More magazine pictures, a little bit saucier over here. Got some sassy ladies. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this whole video. I hope you enjoyed this whole series. It was really fun to make. I'm excited that, you know, got to put some of those old drawings I did out there. It's just kind of fun to share with you guys. I want to see some of the stuff you did, so please feel free. Just tell me like, hey, I made this video, go check it out, and I would love to do that. So you guys are awesome. Have a wonderful day. I love you all.